Alrighty, back live on the Gorrill Ranch, which is near the town of Nelson in Northern California, and we are riding on a rice harvester, also known as a combine, and they're trying to get ahead of the predicted rains to harvest. Hey, thanks for joining us. To harvest as much rice as they can before this storm system comes through. And I'm going to look around the cab here. Are you shy?
No, it's okay.
Okay, it's live, so we've got 3 viewers so far. So I'm here with Nate. He's my friendly driver, and this is the cool part. This is the window in the back of the cab, and you can see the rice, the harvested kernels that are coming into. Is that called the hopper?
Yep. Yep, that's the hopper.
And it's all filling up in there. Wow. You can see it coming out of all these different, up there. It looks like it's coming out of the, leaking out of the auger at the bottom. Is that just so it doesn't get stuck?
Yeah, it's probably I'm actually not entirely sure on that. It's probably so it doesn't get stuck. You're probably right.
Thanks for joining us. We're on the Gorrill Ranch near Nelson, and we're riding in a rice combine, harvesting some rice. And can you explain to me how the strippers work on this part of us?
Yeah, so this is the reel will bring, which is the part that's spinning, brings everything on and sets it on these what are called drapers. Well, first there's sickles that cut the rice at the stem, and then it sets them on the belts that are called drapers, which are right there that are spinning. And it feeds it into this cylinder, and it takes it into the back, and there's parts in there called the concave, and you tighten them and open them depending on what variety you're cutting, and they get tight, and it's basically like 2 V's, and they will strip the rice from the stalk of the plant.
And then the stalk just kind of spits out the back of the
Yep.
harvester and back into the field.
Back into the field, yep.
And then, do you know how much you lose, like the drops onto the ground?
Yeah, so you typically don't lose too much out of the header, which is that, unless it's really dry and it's falling off just by getting touched by the fingers. But every time we move to a different field or a different variety, we change our settings, and then we actually check the hopper that's in the back and make sure if those concaves that I mentioned were too tight, it'll actually kind of strip them, kind of like the mill does. So it'll actually strip them, and they'll kind of look kind of pearly. And so then you open them up a little bit, and we also look in the back on the ground, and if we're seeing a bunch that aren't being stripped, then we know our concaves are too loose, so we can tighten those back up.
Gotcha. And you've got, do you have a bunch of bells and whistles that tell you, or is this kind of a straightforward, like you've got all this equipment telling you something important?
Yep, so this is my reel speed here. It's telling me how fast my reel is going compared to my ground speed, which is usually about a mile an hour different. And then also,
is it telling you how much harvest you're getting?
we don't have that set up right now.
Okay.
They do have them to where it'll tell you what your yield is, your estimated yield going through the machine. These are grain loss monitors. So if you're missing, this thing starts showing, it'll start coming up, and I could try to show you, but I might clog the machine.
Oh, we don't want to do that. I don't want to be the reason we have to pull over and unclog.
Yeah, it'll show you if you're starting to lose a little rice because you're going too fast or something's wrong. This will start climbing up, and you know that you're losing rice. So then you will have to make adjustments depending on what they are.
So we have some new people watching. So oh wow! So this is the back window of the cab, and you can tell that the rice is just filling up the hopper to where
not yet.
Okay.
When the window has to get completely filled, and then a little bit longer, and then it'll go out. And that'll be 70% full.
For those who just joined us, I'm here with Nate, and we are at the Gorrill Ranch, which is just south of, or just north of Nelson, I guess, or right in Nelson.
Yeah, it actually borders it.
And we're at the Gorrill Ranch, and we're watching rice harvest, and they're hurrying up because they need to get all these fields done before the rains come, because when it gets rain on it, the fields are too muddy to work, and the rice flops over, which makes it more difficult to harvest later. So what do you think about when you're in this all day? Like, do you do crossword puzzles? Do you contemplate your navel?
Well, when it gets standing, like the stuff across in that next field, yeah, your brain really just starts spinning and just changing radio stations a lot. And when it's laying down, there's really not a whole lot of time for it, because you're constantly making sure you're not going to be plugging up.
Okay.
Because it'll start falling up, and when the rice is really leaning over. This isn't too bad right here. And it's actually when they're going the opposite way. So when the rice is leaning right to left is when you have the issues.
So then if it gets clogged, do you have to hop out
Yep.
and get it all out?
Yep, there's a bunch of doors, and we pop out and pull all the straw out that's causing the issue. Fire her back in.
Good. Is it okay for me to kind of stand up?
Yeah.
You're going at safe speed. I'm just going to give a little tour of the cab here. Oh, wow. So our window all the way filled up with rice. And this is Nate. He's driving. And he's got a radio.
Radio? Oh, yeah.
So you can listen to books on tape in here.
You listen to... It actually has... it's capable of Sirius XM and has Bluetooth. They're pretty high-tech now.
Well,
You're actually sitting on a refrigerator.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
So you can keep your drinks cool and go lunch.
Well, I was surprised how quiet it is in here.
Yes.
I was expecting it to be just...
No, it's very, very quiet. So we should be getting that noise. We'll hear a ding, and that'll be the 70% mark.
Okay. Folks are asking, it looks like we have some new folks watching us on Periscope. Thank you. We are on the Gorrill Ranch, which is more than 10,000 acres, right?
No, we have 4,000 in total.
Oh, okay. So yes, a lot of rice, and this is near the town of Nelson in the Sacramento Valley in California. Where are you guys from who are watching this? I'm just curious. And we are in a rice harvester, also known as a combine. And you guys have 6 of these? 4?
4 of them, yeah.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been working on the Gorrill?
This is my 4th year now.
Okay.
3 completed, yep.
And some of these guys have been here for a long time, or they...
Yep, actually, there's a
okay.
noise, so it's hard to see, but there's a 70% marker there, and that's your hopper sign. And so we're at 70%, so now there are lights on the outside of the harvester, kind of like a police light, but it's yellow. And so now the bank out drivers know that I'm getting filled up, and someone will come here within the next 5 minutes and unload me.
Okay. And then you just keep, and what's cool, I've watched this before, they kind of come alongside you at the same speed.
Same speed.
And you just don't even stop.
Nope, no stop. Their goal is to make sure the harvesters never have to stop.
You know, I was talking to Danny in the truck, and he was saying that you guys are year-round. So what kind of projects do you work on the rest of the year?
Well, we actually are still harvesting walnuts tomorrow, but then we have another harvest that's in the winter for pecans, actually. And they, due to the shell, unlike a walnut or an almond, it's completely sealed. So the rain, they don't get moldy. The rain doesn't have any play on them, so they're fine. And so we'll be doing that as soon after the storm hits, and we are and the ground dries out. We'll be doing that, and then it's lot of work more in the tree side, getting the trees pruned, getting the orchard, all the machinery, and yep, everything gets worked on. Anything that was used gets worked on. So our bank out guy has arrived. So I am gonna.
Oh, this is fun. Okay. So just to recap, this is the combine is full. The machine has said we're full, come and get it. This is the bank out driver, and he's going exactly the same speed, and they're transferring the rice from this rig to that rig, and then we will just keep going. This is so fun. So do you eat rice at home, or are you sick of it?
No, we do. Yep.
What's your favorite way to eat rice?
Favorite way? Probably just stir fry.
Okay, fair enough.
Or in a casserole.
Yeah.
But definitely brown rice more than white.
Okay.
I like it better.
With the bran on it?
Yeah.
And that's the only difference between brown rice and the bran has a bit of it.
Yep.
So they give you all the rice you can eat for free?
Oh, we get a little gift bag of all the stuff that, the gift box of all the stuff that we grow every winter. And rice lasts forever, so.
True. I keep mine in the fridge. Do you too, or?
You know, I'm not sure.
So then this is the little window in the cab, and the rice is still flowing in here, but you can tell that we emptied a lot of the load. Well, I am going to shut this off. Thanks for